welcome to Charging Forward.
Today is Monday, May 8th.
So what happened with last week's anchors?
Oh, I heard they are still having their lightsaber battle.
Man, those Jedi and Sith cannot get along. This week, 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade will begin state testing.
Testing will start on Tuesday and continue on Wednesday and Thursday.
Remember to get a good night's rest and arrive at school on time.
We here at Charging Forward wish all upper grade students the best of luck on that state test.
You are going to rock that test, Chargers.
So we have the final tally for the color run.
How much did we raise?
We've raised over $10,000.
That is awesome.
And you know what that means?
Dr.
Mosqueda will have to kiss a pig.
This week, our spirit winners are rooms 4 and 17.
Way to show that Charger spirit.
Now let's check out what birthdays we have this week.
Up on Sunday, May 14th. On this day, millions of sons and daughters will celebrate Mom and everything she has done for them. But why do we celebrate this holiday? Mother's Day can trace its roots back to ancient Greeks and Romans. They held festivals to celebrate the mother goddesses Rhea and Sibyl. Modern Mother's Day is influenced by an early Christian festival known as Mothering Sunday. What we know now as Mother's Day can be attributed to Anne Reeves Jarvis and Julia Ward Howe. In the 19th century, Anne started a Mother's Day work club to teach local women how to care for their children. In 1868, she organized Mother's Friendship Day. This was a day where mothers gathered former Union and Confederate soldiers to promote reconciliation after the Civil War. Our modern Mother's Day was the idea of the daughter of Anne Jarvis as a way to honor the sacrifices mothers made for their children. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson signed a measure establishing the second Sunday in May as Mother's Day. No matter what history you follow, please take a moment to thank every mother or mother figure in our life this upcoming Sunday.
This past week, our Explorer program's girls field hockey team had their first game.
Unfortunately, the Lady Chargers lost one game but tied another.
Let's check out some pictures from their game.
We had to fire the invisible man from doing weather.
Yeah, it turns out he never showed up to the weather.
What? That is crazy.
Yeah, I know, but hey, his loss because he had an easy job.
I wonder if he's mad about being fired.
We may never know. I mean, because we can't see him at all.
Good point.
Now let's head over to an invisible weather person for our weekly weather forecast.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I thought we were done with winter. If you look at our temperatures for the week, it seems like we're in for a cool spring. Temps should be cool with high mostly in the low 60s. The sun should make more of a peek through some clouds throughout the week to help us warm up a little. We shouldn't need our umbrellas, but you know, with this crazy spring weather. Make sure to bundle up in the morning as we may dip down in the low 50s degrees most nights. Well, I'm out of here. Have a great week and enjoy the weather. Whoa.
I could have sworn I saw something there.
Nah, you're just imagining things.
No, like I swear I saw something or someone else.
You're crazy. Let's move on.
Hey, good afternoon again, or good morning. It's early morning. Here, Mr. Toledo again with another episode, and this is great. Today, what I like to do is I like to do some test-taking strategies for all of you guys. All right, so these are some of the strategies I hope are useful for you guys. Number one, get a good night's sleep. Oh boy, yes. You know what? If you are rested and your brain is rested, most likely you're gonna do a lot better. So please, please, please get a good night's sleep tonight, because we begin testing tomorrow. And boys and girls, I know that TK through second don't test, but guess what? These strategies will also help you on taking tests or other quizzes. All right, so make sure you get a good night's sleep tonight, and let your brothers and sisters sleep. All right, next one. Get a good healthy breakfast. Yes, a breakfast that is nice and balanced with proteins, vegetables, and the rest. Make sure that you do that. Listen, it's like a car. If it doesn't have any fuel, it will not operate. All right. Another strategy is to budget your time. Make sure you allow plenty of time. Take your time in doing this, because again, it is time for you to do a lot better. Now, read all directions. Make sure you all directions, and not only read them, but follow the directions. Make sure that you do that. Use scrap paper. I'm sure you teachers have plenty of it. Write some stuff down and go back to it if you need to. All right, so make sure that you use some of that scratch paper. Check your answers. Make sure that you check your answers, and again, that's part of budgeting your time. You go back and check your answers, and you will do a lot better, boys and girls. All right, boys and girls, it's time for you to shine. So make sure that you show what you know. It is a good time for you to do that. Now, if you start getting nervous, one of the things that again we do is we've been doing some breathing exercises. Remember some of those? And these are a few that you're gonna see here on the screen. Then one of the deep breathings, 4, 7, 8, or again, just try to breathe till you do your best and practice your breathing exercises. All right, good luck to everybody. Good luck on the test. And like I said, this is not only for right now the state testing, but it's for any test that you take throughout the year or quizzes. Thank you so much. Keep on smiling. Until next time.
We are back again with another book suggestion and review. This week, we would like to share a book called The Bad Seed. He has a bad temper, bad manners, and a bad attitude. He's been bad since he can remember. But what happens when one mischievous little seed changes his mind about himself and decides he wants to be happy? Well, you have to read the book to find out. But now let's see what book one of you has for us.
Hi, my name is Mateo, and I've been reading Diary of a Minecraft Zombie. The author is Zach Zombie. It is this zombie that goes to Disneyland on summer, and his friends and family and he went to a ride, and he went flying to a cliff, and then he jumped off the cliff, and then he started calling his mom, but he couldn't find her. So I really recommend it. It's good. It's really good, and he was growing like rotten stuff around his body, but it was pretty good.
Hey everyone, for this week's tech tip, we're going to continue down Google Slides. What we're going to talk about this week is how you can add transitions or reveals in Google Slides. Now, in Google Slides, they call it animations, but it's not animate like the way you think. See, up in the corner, you'll see this animate tab, and this will either have your slide transition or object animation. So let's say we want to have a slide transition on our first slide. You can click and there is a dissolve, there is a fade, cube, gallery, flip, all sorts of different ones that you can do. Now you can apply this to all slides or individual slides if you like. Once you have an animation added, you'll see this little symbol next to every slide where there's an animation. Now you can also play it to see what it would look like. So that way you're aware of what your animation will look. Now, once we have our animation, what we can do from here is we can have an object appear. Now what this means is we're going to animate the individual text or pictures in our slide. Now, you can go and select what you'd like. For example, the title, I can have that animate, or I can have my text animate. If I click add animation, it will be appear, zoom in, fly out, all these different ones I can do. And I can do it on click, after previous, or with previous. I can also have it just go by paragraph. So that would look like this. So I click, and every time I click, it goes through. Once I click again, my new slide will come up. Now again, you can add this to pictures. So for example, I can add an animation to this picture, and I can have it flying from the top. And I can see what that looks like, and that's what it would be. And if I want to change it or get rid of it, I can press the trash can. So I can press the trash can and my animation's gone. I can also change my animation at any time. I can have it appear or disappear. So you could actually have two animations on the same. I could have it fly in, and then I could have it disappear. So I can have my animation fly in, and then I can have it disappear on the next click, and then I will go to the next slide. This means you can actually add two pictures layered on top of each other. Have one appear, have it transition to the next one. So when you're all done with your animations, and by the way, don't go crazy on these. Adding too many animations can also have a major problem because it distracts from everything that you're doing. When you're ready to present, you can click slideshow and you can start to present. And now I've set mine for click. So every time I click, it's going to add that next animation. Every single one is going to go through. Now, depending on the animations you pick, they could be very fast or they could be very slow. So you got to play around with that and understand what your animation will do. And like I said, don't go too overboard with the animation. Just for example, all these different transitions, I think I'm going to get rid of that on this slide. And I'll leave it on this one, and we'll do a dissolve and maybe a gallery. And again, don't go overboard. You're just here to add some flair to your slides as you make your presentations. But have fun with it. Don't get too crazy though. And remember that you can have some fun with tech and make things even cooler by adding things to what you already have. So that's what I have for you this week. That's this week's Teacher Tech Tip.
Well, just like that, that, we're at the end of another episode.
What are you doing?
I swear, like, I feel like there is something there.
You're just imagining things.
If you say so.
Yeah, let's just get this episode done and then we can go relax.
Yeah, you're right. I just need to chill.
Okay, all. See you next week.